Alright guys, welcome to another trade recap. So I'm going over the trade that we took in Thursday, in continuation of the one we had on Thursday. And today's trade and the day trade on Friday was more or less the same trade, the same style that we had on Thursday, where we took out a high, following the market trend and what the market has been doing for the past few weeks, targeting more lows, more other than the ones that we just had as our highest on liquidity for the day to be able to capitalize on what is going on and get in the action of what is going on and make more profit from it. So I'll go over on how I was able to do that again today. On Thursday, on Friday. So probably for the markets, we had this 1 hour high. We had this imbalance again. And then we had these highs again as our highest general liquidity because this was the only high probably for London session. And then for the lows, we only had these 1 hour lows probably for the market. It's scaling down into 30 minutes. We pretty much didn't have anything other than just these 30 minutes highs and these imbalance in between that imbalance again. And not anything for any general liquidity at for lows. So for the lows, we now again scale down to the daily time frame. And I think was it these lows we marked out? We had these lows. I'm coming out. I can't remember which one was marked out. Uh, I think it was this one that was marked out. All right. Yeah, we had that daily low marked out. And so coming into the markets, wait a minute. All right, that was the only daily low we had marked out. So coming to the markets, we had price tap into the fair value gap, and immediately off from that, we had this 3 minute break right around here. We had this 3 minute break of structure. We had this fair value gap, which was the last price. This other block, which was the last price action that we saw that was there. This fair value gap was already touched, so we didn't mark that. We had this other block that was formed, and this inverse fair value gap off in between that other block again. And so scaling down into the 1 minute, which I don't think was really necessary. But scaling down to the 1 minute time frame again. The only thing we had off from that was just this exact other block, which is the last fraction that broke out of this other block again of this inverse fair value gap. It's just a funny way of how I always make very what they call very precise entries for my setups, and that's how I always make my precise entries. So taking a trade off from that, I took my entry off from the bottom of the other block, then my TSL a little bit above the liquidity, and then in terms of take profit, we had this hourly low, our first take profit, and our last take profit was this daily low, and that was how I was able to make or get around 1:13 above on this trade and capitalize on the whole movement down. And again, as you can still see, market is still moving down and all that.